We're going to be trying to beat the game as fast as possible. I remember almost nothing. I've done zero research. I am not a speedrunner. I have never speedrun in my life.
Hi, my name is Thorben, and I like to take my time with games. But today, I thought to myself out loud, what would it be like to actually try and speedrun a game? And considering how my Portal videos do the best, I figured, why not try to speedrun Portal? Apparently, it has a speedrunning community that was at least alive at some point, and so now I'm going to throw my hat into the ring, but this is not at all a speedrun in any real sense, because like I said, I have done zero research and have played Portal exactly one time, and that was about a year ago. I'm entering into this purely for the fun of it, to see how fast I can go and see if maybe I should start taking speedrunning a little more seriously. These are my first 2 attempts at speedrunning Portal.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go. Speed!
I don't remember any of the puzzles, so hopefully we don't get stuck on many of these for too long just trying to figure it out, but at least we have the first run to figure them out and the second one to improve.
Boom. Oh, wait, what? What? What was that? Oh, come on. I had that down pat. All right. Our time is already doing terrible.
Since I'm not really sure how these speedruns are actually counted or recorded, I started the timer as the character opened her eyes and will be ending it on the frame it fades to black. I also want to keep track of my best time in each room or segment of the game, which I'm marking by either the appearance of a loading screen or the opening of the elevator doors. In the next room, I pretty quickly make a major mistake of entering into a room that I ended up locked in for a little while, and even after getting out, had to sit around waiting for the portal to open to the correct room. Another time waster had me standing around like an idiot waiting for GLaDOS to stop talking. Things like this I'm certain have to be skippable, but I have no idea how to do so because this is, after all, my second time playing the game, and my lack of knowledge of how to beat the game and lack of an inner compass became quite evident in this room as I ended up backtracking before I figured out the right direction.
Ha ha ha. Wait. Oh. Wait. Nope. Wrong place. That's not where I wanted to go. Oh. Shoot. Wait. This way. Aha!
I love stealing the cameras when playing Portal, and was actually able to solve a puzzle or two using one before, but I think that might have actually been Portal 2 because I couldn't find an actual use for them in this run.
Go, 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 go!
Even GLaDOS thinks I'm doing well.
You're doing quite well.
Cube. Grab. What? Grab. We're thinking of portals now.
This long hallway is where I realized that jumping is definitely faster than normal running.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm ready for some cake.
One of my bigger problems is just how collisions work in the game. I feel as though I keep slowing down because the cubes are bouncing or moving off the buttons I'm trying to place them on.
All right, oh, we're speeding.
In these initial areas where I only have one portal, there are also little things that slow me down, like not knowing the game will place a portal on this platform. I hope that as I improve, I'll be able to anticipate things like this and will be able to place my portal accordingly. And in the future, I could totally make it to that platform before it moves the first time. But since I didn't remember what was going on, I was too slow to the trigger.
Look at that low poly face. Just look at it. Look at that beauty. Oh, I should probably look where I'm jumping. All right.
This was where my run started really slowing down with the first chamber whose solution I do not remember at all. The ones with the spheres in particular I found to be harder for me to solve, largely due to not being able to tell where the sphere was actually going. There are the marks on the walls, but these only appear after it hits the wall for the first time, and I'd end up making it bounce a few times around as well, so it got me confused as to which mark it was traveling to the first time. This is the first chamber I am going to have to practice if I'm ever going to perform half decently in any speedrun of the game. Chat mentioned there being some sort of skip. I couldn't think of it and was not interested in being told the answers to things, so we're taking it the unoptimized way. I was pretty proud to figure out this chamber relatively quickly. These kinds of puzzles often confused me for a long time.
Oh, come on, slow door, let's go.
And already being able to properly remember certain puzzles allows me to anticipate and get through the areas very quickly. This room I had some recollection of, so that was huge. Would have done the room even faster if I had realized the portal doesn't actually place on moving platforms and got stuck in the pit, into the room where I can finally have both portals and thus a lot more control over my environment. Only problem is that I've forgotten a bit about this room, and the spheres are an enemy of mine for more reasons than just having the trouble with their trajectories.
Oh, darn it, no! Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Ended up stuck on the other end of the room whose door you opened to get into until I realized I just needed to wait for the right moment.
Aha!
Once I grabbed it, I immediately started looking for a way out, which actually caused me to totally miss that this button appears, it pops up onto the platform, and that would open the door, allowing me to escape. So I ended up staring at this chamber for a bit, scratching my head because I was trying to go so fast I missed what was right in front of me.
Oh, button. No, come back. Okay. Hiya. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we know what we're doing.
The 12th chamber is familiar to me and pretty simple, as I just need to jump up. A lot of the same move, just gotta make sure I don't miss it. Jumps. Although I was slowed down a bit because the things that dropped the cube I need took a moment before it actually dropped the cube. Not sure what the deal with that is.
I could have done that quicker if the game wasn't so darn slow.
The next room I also remember quite well because it took me a hot second to figure out how to get a portal from the first room into the second one. The solution is super simple, but I spent a while overthinking it the first time I played the game. I wasn't super smooth in getting through this one, but once I'm able to figure out where the portals need to be each time, I'm sure I'll fly right through this. I was told that this level is super easy to skip. I have no idea how, so I did it the long way. Guess I'll have to figure out that quick fix. This brings me to the room that sticks me the most. The spheres combined with trying to get into rooms through Emancipation Girls confuses my sorry little head. So this one, though I was trying to go fast, I was more confused on just figuring out the solution to the puzzle. Because this chamber is going to absolutely ruin my time on this attempt, I'm going to have to make sure I memorize the solution, as that'll dramatically lessen my time next run. I think I actually solved this in a way you're not supposed to for the first time. Pretty sure I got a lucky bounce through a portal, and I still think I didn't quite solve it the right way.
Ah, there we go. That's how we do it. Aha. Oh, or not. I really thought I was onto something. Oh.
When I got through that, there was this thing with the moving platform I was able to figure out really quickly, but then I just so happened to place a portal down in the next room in the exact worst spot.
Big brain! Oh, come on! Oh, that's just bad luck. That's just bad luck.
This is another room that stuck me for a while the first time, but I remembered enough to cruise through it this time. Chamber 16 has me burn some time listening to GLaDOS ramble about turrets, which I now have to take out as quickly as physically possible. It wasn't a very clean execution of that plan.
Ah, I live! Oh, ah! Die! Fall, you!
People keep acting as though you can save the turrets, but I don't see how that could be possible. Your death is truly inevitable with these things, so we're going to shoot them dead. I did think I was pretty big brain too, using one to push the super button. The chamber with the companion cube is just a bit annoying because I have to walk down this room with one of the deadly spheres using the cube to protect me, but this also causes the sphere to bounce around like crazy. I sure hope there's a more elegant solution to this because this is way too dangerous and random having the sphere bouncing around. I should never be trusted around these.
Oh, okay, one of the shooty things. Ah, I thought the other one shot.
I used the cube to bounce the sphere into this thingy and then had to double back quite a ways to get another sphere to use for this puzzle. Again, definitely has to be a faster way to do this, but I'm currently struggling to think of it. Of course, we euthanize the companion cube because it's the only option available to us.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record.
Yeah! We're speedrunning, baby!
The next room got me dead a couple times because I forgot to shoot a portal where I was jumping instead of hoping I could make the jump, but also placing a portal where I'm jumping I've always found to be a bit more difficult. This is also the room that I'm pretty sure took me the longest on my first playthrough, and I'm not sure I see a way to go through it faster. While making this video, I had the idea of trying to sneakily grab one of the turrets and use it to push the button I need, but I would still need to get the platform to stick out, which requires I push the button on the other side of all the deadly turrets, so not sure that saved me any time at all. The most fun puzzle was next, and this time I didn't get motion sickness. This platform got me killed a few times because I was brain farting and couldn't think to open the door and shoot a portal onto the other side of it.
I think we're about to find cake.
And then there's this stupid bouncing sphere I felt like I couldn't get rid of no matter what I did.
Why is it still here?
I'm sure it won't be a problem at all in the future.
Cake, let's go!
This brings us to the Great Escape, where I got stuck for a while because I thought I had tried to open this door, but turns out I hadn't actually tried, and so was confused as to where to go. So that's a pretty easy fix. Though this next area also got me stuck for a hot second, and I checked out the observation area thinking it was where I'd find a door into the next room, but turns out this is just for decoration and is not in fact where I need to go.
This way.
I had no issue rushing into the escape tube. Whee! But then struggled for a good long while in this room. I thought I was big brain for discovering the window again, but now that I think about it, I just need to step on the button and shoot a portal onto the other side of it. No need to waste my time on getting onto the platform to use the window. In fact, I wonder if I could do this before the escape when I'm in this room.
Aha! Ho 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 ho!
I'll have to try that. Editing this video makes me realize that it's a probably safe assumption that other speedrunners watch their runs back after the fact when they're trying to learn, because I'm thinking of a few things at least that I never did think of while playing. Relearning this first puzzle with the hydraulics took a little while as well, and the next hydraulic room got me stuck looking into all the separate rooms because I didn't realize I could easily portal out of there. I'm really not a big fan of hydraulics, especially this part because it sucks. I died here way more than anybody should because apparently I was just a pixel or two off with my portals.
What? What do you mean that killed me? What do you mean? Oh, why? That should not be killing me.
I'm still not quite sure I understand how you actually get past this part, but I did, and then immediately ran into some more hydraulics and died. I'm really not great at these areas without the clear markings from the regular chambers. The open spaces definitely confuse me, but even the closed ones cause me to get lost at times. Like these parts of the doors opening to drones, I even looked at the right area, but apparently didn't quite get the right angle, so I looked at the opening, saw nothing, and then wandered around for a long time until someone from chat took pity on me and told me the answer. And from there, we kind of just make our way to the end. There's this one vent that I only got into because I carried a chair over and jumped on it. No idea what the correct way to get through this is, and I feel like I'll need to learn that if I want to actually go faster. The open room with a bunch of turrets surely has a faster way to get through it without requiring I take out every turret, but that brings us to the final boss fight.
I did not expect to actually get here after just 1 hour.
Yeah, not exactly an impressive time, but also faster than my first playthrough of the game. Pretty sure it took me like 2 or 3 hours, so I shaved off quite a bit of time by just trying to move fast and not paying attention to the dialogue. The first run ended in 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 15 seconds. New personal best, woo. This brings us to the second run, which we'll get through speedily. I'm sure there's a way out of this room you start out in, and I've tried messing around but found no way out. The cube this time actually pressed the button on the first try, so we're already going faster. In the next room I cut down more time by not falling for the bait of going to the button immediately, but waited for the cube. Great start, but I still have more to learn as I accidentally backtracked into the second chamber once again. Things barely changed for a while until I reached the spot where I remembered to get the portal above the platform before it started moving. Forgot how to do this room, hardly improved at all, and because I missed the button appear in this chamber, I forgot I had to stick around and press it, so once again, not an improvement. I didn't set up the portals right in this one room that's supposed to have a massive skip in it, and I still struggled on this puzzle, perhaps even more so than the first run. But I didn't portal myself into deadly spheres, so that was good. I saved a little time on the companion cube area, but I'm still burning a lot, and, well, then again, I also somehow managed to not trash the companion cube fast enough and lost some time with that. So far, it sounds like I mostly lost time, and I think I might have actually. But the rooms in between the issues I tended to perform slightly better in, and it was near the end that I started doing much better with these bigger rooms that I wasted a lot of time in the first time. Time was being saved right after I got past this stupid sphere.
Oh good, it hits the platform. Nope. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on! Okay, there we go.
Knowing to open the door, lots of time is saved. Forgot I Didn't need to check out the observation room, but remembered pretty quickly where to go once I stepped inside. Probably a solid couple of minutes was saved in this one hydraulic room since I didn't end up exploring all over the place. Didn't waste a bunch of time with the one crane opening. Did struggle more with the chair though. This is why I need a real solution to the puzzle so I have some consistency and I'm not reliant on a janky solution. Finally with the boss, I figured out how to better optimize for time. And when all was said and done, I have shaved off about 20 minutes from my last time, with it taking 55 minutes and 45 seconds. It's nice shaving off a lot of time, but I know it can be done a lot faster. I'm not sure if speedrunning is really my thing, but actually attempting to beat the game faster, even without all the fancy tricks I'm sure exist, has deepened my appreciation for those who do speedrun. Perhaps I'll never have the level of determination and skill it requires to actually beat the game, really fast, and I doubt I'll enjoy it in the same way that they do, but for speedruns I have seen from other games, it's cool to see how other people can get lost in becoming the fastest person in the world. If people like this video, maybe I'll take a crack at Portal 2 speedrunning, or do some actual research and see if I can get it real time for Portal speedrunning. But for now, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.